That is really, really, really loud. That would do it. That's better.
Welcome to the Clementine Line Aquabus.
This might be a bad idea.
This tour will take you to the magnificent Court of Fontaine, the most important city in our nation. I'm Ava, and I'll be your tour guide for this trip. Even though I'm not as reliable as Elfan from the Neuvillette line, I'll still do my very best. And if you're dissatisfied with anything, feel free to let me know right away. Oh, wait a sec. It's, please contact a staff member with your feedback after reaching the station, and we will address your concerns as soon as possible. Back on topic. The destination of this trip will be the Court of Fontaine. If you'd like to learn more about the latest technological developments in Fontaine, the hottest new trends in cuisine, or upcoming sensational trials, please subscribe to the Steambird.
Huh. Is there supposed to be a big dip there?
Lots of fantastic serialized novels, including the thriller Great Detective Herlock, which reaches its dramatic conclusion. Right at the very end, Herlock faces off against the real mastermind, revealed to be the assistant, Miss Jacoba, in a duel of the old sides of blood-possessed Ordo.
Anyways.
Stop my feelers from shaking. Oh no.
I haven't actually listened to her. Anyways, this is Yuffie Zephyr. Wrong opening. This is Yuffie and Celebi Productions, if I can speak today. And we are obviously back in Genshin. I thought this would be kind of nice to open like this. But I probably should have started before I actually started broadcasting, because I forgot how long this was.
Now that I think about it, very few people tend to take this line.
Well, mostly visitors, probably.
Humans don't really like deserts. After all, the most popular route in Fontaine is through Liyue's Neuvillette.
Oh.
I've heard that in places with lots of sand, even clockwork mecha will start to malfunction. I mean, no rational person would try to cross a vast, hot, and dry desert to get to Fontaine, right?
Right.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you were irrational.
So in that case, that means that we are probably going to get a something here, which will make that a lot easier. And if you hadn't already realized, yes, I did get Neuvillette. And I got her weapon! I was very happy with that. I haven't been able to play with her very much, but, because I just got her either yesterday or the day before yesterday. Either way. It wasn't very long ago. Anyways, wow, this really does take a while. I know I, jumped off to start with, I'm pretty sure, the first time I rode this in, so...
Looking ahead on your right-hand side, you'll see Aranias, where the Opera Epiclese is located. Do you see that really tall structure? I once asked Elfan, what's that big old thing? She said, no clue. What's the use of learning the meaning of things?
It looks like a guillotine, anyway, gonna be honest.
Elfan is a super amazing and super friendly Melusine. If you have a chance, you really should take the Neuvillette line and listen to her tour. Behind me is the destination of our tour, the magnificent Court of Fontaine. Please take all of your personal belongings with you when you disembark.
Right. Will do. Okay. Oh, wait. That's what I should do. Where? There she is.
A pleasure to be
Whoops.
working with
I
you.
did not mean to remove you.
The Spina's on the case.
That's going to be in this that I know right now are going to be part of this event.
Oh no, I almost forgot.
um,
The Aquabus, please keep your head, hands, and other body parts, as well as your canes, swords, cameras, and other personal items inside the boat at all times.
sweetie,
Bears no responsibility whatsoever for any injury or loss.
sounds like you should have said this to start with.
Maybe it's a bit late for the
Yeah.
disclaimer.
Just a
But
smidge.
anyway, I'm happy you've had an incident-free journey today, and it was my pleasure to serve as your tour guide for this trip. Thank you.
That's kind of funny. She had that idol as just as we were coming in. Okay. Shiny. Okay. Oh, inspect that way.
Welcome to the court of
Yeah. Okay. So I figured we'd do the event quest that's going on. Hold up. Ah. Yes, I finally got my treasure compass for Fontaine, and I am so happy with it. Okay. I see it. Okay. Ah.
Let's pack it up.
Okay. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Huh. What is that?
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How could you only be telling me this now?
Isn't that the guy we keep saving in
I'm
Sumeru?
afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
But what about my film?
Oh, wait, no. This is the guy that we
Well,
kept finding in
I'm
Inazuma.
afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, isn't it Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now.
Was that how we say his name? That's not how I would have said his name, but...
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time.
It's been a while.
Well, I was doing just fine until I received
Oh, that's the new
terrible
character in
news
the
just
background.
now. The investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Can't you just find a
Why does he
different
sound like
investor?
Cicero?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
Well, he's the one who broke it.
Fontanalia Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating
Yes.
in Fontaine's Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh my god, do you have to say it the same
Allow me to
all
fill you in.
the full thing every time?
The Fontanalia Festival was
Okay, well, at least he
established
cut
to
it that time.
commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who
Oh.
went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Arconageria. The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
Okay.
What's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics.
Fair.
I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Well, either way,
Fair.
I think she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the lantern right in Neuvillette.
Ooh, that means
Yes,
does that mean that
those
we're gonna
are
get
festivals
to?
of a similar variety? Who doesn't like a good festival? And just like
Well, we
those
still
of
need
other
one for Samara
nations,
too.
Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year. To commemorate the Loch Nights,
Excuse me.
people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little drab, and so decided to change the part about pure
Halloween.
water to sweets.
Really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
We're all
Seems
just like,
more akin to a
yes.
carnival now.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, of course
How
Paimon's gonna
does
be
that
interested in
connect back
that.
to the film festival you mentioned?
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got too excited after seeing you. Let me get back to the point. The Fontaine Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Okay then.
What award?
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name. Perhaps
I haven't actually done the
name. Even
what's
though
it called?
Isn't the Hydro Archon any longer,
Well, that's a spoiler.
Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see
I haven't actually done the story, the main story of that.
Alright, guess the name does
So that's a bit of a spoiler.
But who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Oh dear.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Chioria Boutique?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction,
Ooh,
including
nice.
the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Paimon remembers now. Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori. And Chiori
Oh,
found them
okay.
too.
Wait.
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her
then.
the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
Cool.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them?
Okay.
Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
All right. The crack of muskets, breaking the silence. Huh. Oh. What in the heck? Oh. Okay. Oh god. Guards looking for guests to participate in. Huh. Trick shots, tricky lights. Experimental census. During the joyous festival. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, that's adorable. They actually say it. Ah, that's so cute.
Just then, the rain stopped.
Okay. Wait, I thought I was supposed to go... Wait, I thought... That. Yes. Maybe? Haha! That's what I want. Okay. Run, 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 run. Ah! Well, I was doing okay, and then I wasn't. Seems to be my general video gaming. I was doing alright, and then I wasn't. Oh. Wait, is Neuvillette actually... Neuvillette is taller than her. Ah! I'm very good at falling off of things, at the very least. That's a tall hedge. That's a very tall hedge. Well, that answers the question. Yes, Neuvillette is taller. There it is. Okay. Ooh, that's not going to be enough height. Okay. I should be able to at least get over there. Alright, upsy daisies, please and thank you. Oh, it's the metal. I was like, what is that noise? Oh, that was close. Nah. Let go. Thank you. Ah, well, I ended up in the water anyways. Oh well. It's not that big a deal. Who is that? I like the shoes. She is definitely very interesting choice
Chiori?
of outfit.
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh?
Huh.
And who are they?
She definitely has a very interesting
This
outfit.
is the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleased to meet you.
Mm!
Likewise.
She has a vision.
Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Oh, okay. The way Navia's wardrobe comes together is really
Thank
exceptional.
you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me,
Fair.
what happened?
But that means
I
that
can
we're
tell the
probably going to get to
conversation didn't
have
go
her
what I
as a
suspected.
player. Yeah, it's kind of odd. We literally only had
Chiori,
two
you don't have to say it. You did remind
hydro
me that this
characters
investor was a little
for
bit
Fontaine.
sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it
Unless
up?
Siege Queen
He
is
offered me
also...
twice as much as the
Yeah,
others.
I can't remember if she
And
has a
therein lies the problem.
hydro one or
Yes,
not.
but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Paimon! Maybe don't...
Thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me.
Oh, yeah.
The cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What?
I do
You're
love
saying
her
that
outfit,
you have
though.
a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet.
Fair.
The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
Well, that's good. Okay. Oh, I didn't know Ayato was coming too!
Really?
And Yoimiya.
We Malazines live in Marcy Village. The only way
Aww.
to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
You're so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Okay, I did not realize both of them were
I haven't
coming.
finished chatting with Aval yet. I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so
I noticed
much.
that they
I'm
came
usually
from
working here on this aqua, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you
Sumeru
again.
as well.
There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Aww.
Welcome to the Court of Fontaine.
We're just casually
You sure have changed
reading
a lot.
various
This is the first
magazines.
time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
Is she
I didn't
originally
realize
from
it's been so
Inazuma?
long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
Ah, it's an honor to have the head of the commissariat visit us.
So they were who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, what a coincidence!
Ayaka and I were just talking about
Oh dear.
Are you also here for the film?
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
And came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging
Aw.
along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
No, I did not always think I would
About
get the lead
that,
role.
I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I
Okay,
didn't
fair.
want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
Aw.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here. But you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, I love the hydrangea
Oh, so
blossom
you
in
all
the back
know
of
each
her
other
hatband.
already. My, what a coincidence. What are the chances
He sounds
everyone
so
could be brought
smarmy.
together here like this? Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
With what money?
Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
No.
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Alright. Well, now I know who else to put in the party. Well, I'll probably put Ayato. Maybe?
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Look how big they
Right.
are. And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight. And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec. Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
To an extent. Excuse me. Oh, my nose. Excuse me. Good grief. Where is he? There he is.
What's that? Join you for a walk? Why not?
Okay, then.
I'll seek out the truth in my own way.
I do love this outfit on her. It looks very cute. Where am I going? The wrong way. Meow. This is what I get for not listening to things as I'm playing. Because it's like, I hadn't heard that before. I hadn't heard that before. I'm usually listening to some YouTube video or a podcast or something.
So this is what from Fontaine's like.
Nope.
Sure
That is a
what we have
giant
in Zuma.
fork and spoon.
How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we? How have preparations for the film been?
He's like, don't
going,
insult our
Xavier?
food.
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Oh?
Hayato's like, oh, really?
Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
All did. It took very
Then, is there a way we could raise
short
funds
amount of
ourselves
time.
to solve the problem?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation.
Oh, these two are so
Inazuma has
adorable.
only recently reopened its borders and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start
So it's a
for the
political
future.
maneuver as well.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation.
Well, they really thought this through,
This
at
film
least.
will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible. If you
That
still
would be
don't feel
nice and very
comfortable with this
helpful.
arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right.
He knows
I'll
his
do as
way
you say.
around this a lot
Thank
better
you.
than you
Thank
do,
you so
Xavier.
much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if it means selling my house, my camera, and every single family heirloom.
Oh, good grief.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Just say you got our Just say that you got our contribution from some personal
Me
friends.
too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Oh, dear.
Alright, enough of that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free,
The little
I think
ew
we'll be
was
able to make this
hilarious.
happen. So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier.
Where did my
Tell
phone
us if
go?
there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera
There
operator,
it is.
a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapperboard to record and organize the information of each shot when the camera operator begins shooting. The work requires both patience and careful attention to detail.
A clapperboard? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that job?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try
Not to
that.
mention, she can also get out of the shot a
Then
lot
you'll be
faster
our
than
clapper
anyone
loader.
else.
I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Well, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting
Excuse
the
me.
traveler take the role.
Oh, she's great
Excuse
when
me.
it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's
Okay,
journey
then.
across Neuvillette and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
What do you say, traveler? Are you interested in the job?
Lights, camera, action! No, as long as I'll be able to help.
Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
No, thank you. I think we better get back to
all
work.
that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Oh, me. I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films these days. I'm not sure who will have time to help.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She'd
What?
be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to do.
Jeez, all the spoilers. Usually it warns you about that.
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Okay.
Well,
That's news to me.
I saw that.
Good
news
grief.
well. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her form or identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now.
Okay.
You'll never know until you give her a shot.
fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me.
This is a very
It's
long
part of my
conversation.
duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
Okay,
I'll go
then.
with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well. Having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
I think I'm
Alright,
going to
then I'll
have to
start
do the
making
story quest
preparations.
just so I know what
As
the
for
heck is going on with that.
gift,
Cake.
Gift for someone who was once seen as the
Something
Hydro
sweet.
Archon. I wonder what she would like.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring. So perhaps I can get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the
Yeah.
Fontinalia mousse?
Much better choice.
Wouldn't that be a
Well,
little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontinalia festival happening right now? I heard Aval tell us on the Uncle Bus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
She really
I
does.
agree with you on that. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
Is hers? Hold on. Whoa.
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
Oh.
You want something even
Is
sweeter
hers
than
an
Fontinalia
Inazuma one,
mousse?
or is it a...
Yes, we'll need a gift
It
that's
looks like it
sweeter
is.
than any dessert
Huh.
in the world.
Well, what could that be?
Your words of praise.
She does legitimately say, shower me in praise. Yeah. Oh, darn. I was kind of hoping we got to actually see Chiro. Okay. Before I do that, though, give me just a minute. I gotta actually make a phone call before I forget again. All right, sorry about that. I kept forgetting about it, and I was like, I need to do that.
You go ahead. No need to worry about us.
Oh, I hope Farina will like the gifts we prepared. Oh, and if you still think we should get something else for her, just let me know. I should be able to make some fireworks.
I don't know, she might enjoy that. Hi, Ayato.
Looking forward to the good news.
I'm a little nervous about keeping going because I don't want to. It's kind of messing up the story quest because I didn't know about the whole thing with Farina, so we might actually be taking a sharp left turn into Masquerade of the Guilty instead of the Roses and Muskets. And I feel bad about that because that's kind of what I said I was going to do, and now I'm doing something else. So sorry about that, but I don't want to have that spoiled. Hold on.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty.
I heard you the first time. Okay. And in that case, I'm going to switch back to my main party. The heck was that noise? Wait, what is that? Ah, okay. Oh, I know what that was now. I finally understood what the noise I heard was. I was like, ah. Okay. Yeet. Okay. Now, some time has passed. The sentence is almost finished. It's a long time.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go through the procedures now!
Paimon? Normally people would consider that something to definitely keep track of. Especially if you were intending to leave. Oh, that was a long way away. Oh, it wants me to use the elevator. Ow! That hurt a lot. Hi! And how'd you get in this time? Okay. Alvar. Okay. What red-haired guy? Huh. Who said that? Is he the only one that's going to talk about? Huh. Okay. That's a lot of words that are happening a lot faster than I could keep up with. Huh. See you. Ah. Okay. Any interesting rumors? I have nothing to say. Bye. That's the only one who says anything about red-haired guy, which sounds like somebody we might know.
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
That's not good.
What's happening?
That's a really good question. Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Don't we all?
The Duke.
Did we ever actually sign the paperwork, though? Oh, exit card, yes. Hey, Risley. You want to explain that if that was you? Excuse me. Oof. That was a weird one. That felt like it came up sideways. Hey, Risley?
Your Grace?
Good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, did you not feel that?
Just now?
That. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor.
Oh,
in fact, it seems
okay.
it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So
Okay.
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Whether you wanted it to be or not.
Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
Paimon.
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Actually, today's the day we say goodbye to the fortress.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
He's like, is your paperwork correct?
It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last.
Oh, so Siege Dream is a hydro
Now that
vision.
Paimon says
It does
that,
have a hydro vision.
It doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
And a lot of people have helped us out.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you... I knew you'd ask. All right, sure.
Aww.
Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries. You. Paimon was just joking.
Aww. Is it because
so
she's
you
small
do
and
have a polite
adorable?
side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
No, that's all right. It's not like we'll never visit again.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
Do I need to
I
take
hope
that
you
as an
won't be here as
insult?
convicts the next time I see you.
Stay out of trouble.
Well, at least you're honest.
Means our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
Okay, then.
You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the right thing to do.
You're right.
Okay.
I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
A what? Oh my god, so many things are just all tangled up with each other in this. This is what happens when multiple things are started at the same time. I really need to stop, like, using the keys to open them. Okay. You know, I haven't actually been out this door since we first came in. There we go. Wow. That's a long way. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Maybe? Yes. And it does absolutely mess with your game if you get underneath the lift as it's coming down. Come on. Jeez. That's a long one. Okay. I remember now why I was like, I'll hold off on doing the main story quest. Because there's so many freaking other quests tied up in the same area. Ugh. Oy vey. I'm surprised I didn't accidentally mess with Risley's quest. Because his also requires you to go to the dormitories, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hi, baby girl. I hear you. Oh. Nope. That thing. There we go. Hi, baby. Hey, sweet girl. Why do you do that? That's so weird. Suppose it's a good thing that I don't have any chests in this area here. Okay. Wait, will it not actually let you go this way? Am I actually going to have to fast travel to get out of here? I'm going to have to fast travel to get out of here. Okay. Fair enough. I have that floof. Hello, floof baby. The other floof baby is at the other end of the couch and is doing his level best to be a angry triangle. He's in the cat bed I have that's like supposed to be styled after a teepee, I think. But it doesn't stand up quite quite enough.
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
I can't get over the fact that it's Noctis' voice actor.
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases
Trying to
I have
remember
judged
what
over the
was
past
going on.
decade. I've come up
Long,
with two
awkward
plans.
pause.
On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step.
Baby girl.
On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and
He's a
confirm my
baby sloth.
suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
Ooh. The
They both sound like pretty solid
quality
plans.
got a lot
Can you
better
really
finally.
finish browsing through all these documents?
At least for right now.
That's a lot of reading,
No.
even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents.
Speed
After
reading
all,
is
I
a
have
skill.
several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
There's a person trying to join. You're going to have to.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones
Isn't
piled
it-
up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
That sounds like a good way to get sued. Well, I don't really have. About Risley. Okay. The defendant has confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by the Utex. Risley will be exiled to the fortress, serving his sentence during the trial. Neuvillette remains silent for a long time. That was not the button I meant to press. The Spina de Rosula. Callus, boss of the Spina de Rosula, was defeated in a duel, died of serious injuries. Defense is now come to a close. Defendant did not raise any objections. Reserved judgment in the case. Details are still under investigation. Actually, they are closed now. Bribery case. Severe bribery scandal within the guards. It's investigated. All suspects involved have been arrested. Confessed to their crimes. Well, that's good, I suppose. Representative Council's proposal has filed a request to collaborate with the something Phantom on certain public events based on research. They believe that magazines can enhance the popularity. The Phantom has yet to respond. They're not prohibited. It has not prohibited magazines from participating in such activities. Smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Phantom. I'm not going to try and pronounce all the words. Principal offenders received judgment based on severity. Refer to the appendix for a list of names. Oh, it's light outside now.
Have you made any progress?
I don't know yet. Oh, I forgot.
Through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful.
What? It's the same person.
Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
I would love to answer that question.
A lot.
But the truth is, I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
No kidding.
That's a lot. Looks like of a Chief Justice.
I mean, if you really looked at how many contracts Morax has
That
gone
might be how
through,
it seems from another's perspective, but
if he
trials
wrote
and
them all
official duties
down,
are, to me,
he
simply
probably
routine.
filled
There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
Adeptal domain
You read Paimon's
himself.
All right, let us take a break then.
Okay. Awkward silence. No, you may not eat the cord. Stop it. You're very cute, but you may not eat my headphone cord. It's very important.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Pneumonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you!
Let me guess. Water or water?
Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink.
No,
Oh, maybe
he's not a fan of
wines.
wines. We know this already. He
seems like the type
literally
of person
talks
who'd own
about
an entire
different
winery.
tastes of water.
Like Diluc.
Except D-Luke doesn't like wine either.
What's inside the glasses? It looks just like water.
Astute observation. It is indeed water.
From where? Since you're being so... Is it regular Fontanian water, or is it from somewhere exotic?
Water?
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something
Oh,
more
we're going to have a rant from this,
sophisticated.
I see.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it
Hi, baby.
sophisticated. I believe you've already tried Fanta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water.
Okay.
Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Is there any difference?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. Differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Paimon, you're... Oh dear.
What do you think?
She's like, they just taste like water.
Nope.
Knew that was coming.
Taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Oh my
This has
goodness.
nothing to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway?
Because
you're the Hydro Dragon?
That could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're
dear.
the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society?
We're getting real deep on the philosophy here.
Sorry, Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Is there anyone who can answer those questions?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True.
Fun.
Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Okay.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress
We're
difficult
getting
to
very
discern.
philosophical.
As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Raymond's getting busy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Oh.
Water? Do you mean...
The Fountain of Lucine.
That's right.
Or however you say that.
The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Okay. Wait, seriously? Okay, fine. Well, is it technically evening or is this more afternoon?
Monsieur Neuvillette?
The fudge? Okay.
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Huh. That's different. Wait, does everyone here do that? Yeah, come here. Okay. Just those two? Looks like it. Still kind of weird.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
I don't know. Not really.
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you...
Ooh. Okay. Alright then. What just happened? Everything looks different. Should continue forward and take a look around. Huh. Okay. Well, I can't run. Nor can I jump. Or attack. So it's one of those interactions. Oh, hello!
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Aww.
The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your
Aww.
excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot
This
more
is
meaningful.
adorable.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's
Don't they
definitely
all?
the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village.
Aww, that's
It hurt
terrible.
a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh,
But you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It
Oh,
felt
that's
like
not
he
good.
wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Definitely not an easy transition for them.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh,
Aww. They're so adorable. Why are people so mean?
Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
The heck?
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say. Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing
Woman?
ever since they came. Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the Court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even
Rude.
granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff stuff about him. We joined the Ma-Neuvillette Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all,
Rude.
and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Ma-Neuvillette Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Well, at least he's being good about
Even the captain of the
that.
security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah.
How could she not? She's literally right there.
Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together.
Aww.
The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Well, it looks like he was actually trying to be a good guy, at least. So there's that. So this really does all lead back to the first incident where they were using the Melazines to get at Neuvillette.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melazines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey,
what?
Don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melazines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you put in.
Very true.
Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. The Melazines is the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine. Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Okay, then.
Turn the murderer in!
Oh, dear.
Melazines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Mob mentality. Lovely.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Oh. Around the fountain.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette
Well, at least there was a
confess to
good
his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the
investigation
enraged mob and couldn't
group
intervene
going.
in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. Kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel?
I do love how Fontaine really went hard with the whole
Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
Words. Detective
That's exactly
thing.
why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Hey, baby girl. Aww. She keeps getting distracted by realizing that Pepper's at the other end of the couch, and it's kind of adorably hilarious.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Aww.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right!
That's adorable.
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
The various
Monsieur Neuvillette.
What's it called? TikToks and such
naive ideas.
about that.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
That's not.
Hey, stop spacing out! What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
What was that?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought.
Yeah.
Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
Yeah, well, that's
It
the
is as you
difference.
said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense
Excuse me.
emotions from all waters in Fontaine.
Aw.
Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
That sounds
But I rarely ever do anything
annoying.
like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
The memories I saw were related to you.
Which ones?
From when you brought Carol to the Court of Fontaine. The Fort of Fontaine. Court
I
of
prefer not to
Fontaine.
speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are
They
much
really
too
are.
similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying.
Paimon.
Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While
Thank
I
you.
was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Oh, didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
Yes, we did.
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Oh?
Yeah, nice to see you again. Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case.
The heck?
So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately.
Oh?
Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Hello, baby.
Where did you hear
I
about
see
all
the
this?
floof.
The Chief Justice
I
out on
see the
investigation,
floof.
accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts,
Hi.
there will be countless
Are you
eyes
hissing
watching
at me or are you yawning?
You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information. Then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across
Hi,
Fontaine.
baby.
So
You
that's
sweet
what Charlotte
boy.
meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
He's a big floof.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Any progress with the investigation?
Hi.
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another
Hey,
party
be
behind all
nice.
this. We
To
are
be
planning
fair,
to
you are
return to the
technically
Palais
in your
Mermonia
spot.
to revisit some details
Hey,
and
I hear the
identify
growling.
senders
Quick.
of that threatening letter.
Yourself.
Then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress.
Pepper.
Wait for my word. Ta-ta.
No.
Neuvillette, do you think
Oh,
there'll be
shush.
any problems now that the word is out?
Here.
I have already considered that possibility.
There.
And I do not think that
You
there
can't
will
see
be
anybody.
any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years
Growly,
ago, they chose
growly.
to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines.
Growly,
I hope the
growly,
same won't
growly.
happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Hi. Hello.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night?
That's kind of ominous.
Let's take a look around.
And not just because I have a growly kitty. Hi.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth.
Oh,
Even
dear.
The Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it. Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself.
Our enemies are lurking. Have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to
That's
the guards
not
immediately.
what needs to happen. Oh, dear. That sounds like it's going to be problematic.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
Oh,
We were
dear.
informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
Oh, that's adorable.
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Your
Come
stomach
on,
says otherwise,
don't act
sweetheart.
I bet you're hungry too. All right. Let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals. Especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
Okay, then. Very long, awkward pause.
I heard the
Okay.
Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Oh, dear. It's kind of the opposite of what happened last time.
Even the special patrol came to help.
Look! Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
There's something to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
Because mob mentality can go both ways.
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick
If they
to our
get
plan
a
and
little
return to the Palais Memoria.
too
The faster
into
we
the
uncover the
idea,
truth, the better.
It can be a lynch mob for somebody who doesn't deserve it. Still no. Okay. Rawr. Bonk. Alright. Meow. Watch them be gone. Somebody snuck in and taken them. Or messed with them or something. Ah! Okay.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one.
Maréchaussée.
The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
You really like this little teepee, don't you?
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meripede following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders, but who did not participate in the case, will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
Sounds like we need to re-decide.
Is the one who sent that threatening letter to
Or
Kiara on the list?
re-watch this guy.
Yes, there is something
That guy.
suspicious about Essin,
Yeah,
to
that
be
him.
precise. It seems
Good
like he's
person.
closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Should we tell Navi about this?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the
Yeah.
Spina Durasula just checked in with us. He said,
Fair enough.
quote, we have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe.
Oh, fun.
How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here.
Well,
We
they
should head
probably have
over and
their
take a
own
look.
records of things they need to keep track of. Still no? Still no. Okay. Okay. Run, 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 run. Open sesame. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. So just down here. Yeet! Oh, jeez, that was close. That was ominous. Hmm.
Hey, Navia, we're
3?
here.
3 in the afternoon.
Whoa. Check out all these people.
Paimon!
Are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over.
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
Growl, growl, growl. Hiss, hiss. That sounds so honest. No, really?
Oh well, let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essan here?
Yes, that's me.
Seems rather nervous.
You're Essan?
Yes, monsieur, Neuvillette.
Did you
Very
write that threatening letter
nervous.
to Kiara?
I did, but I was just following orders.
I thought so.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Oy.
Domenico. Where is he now?
He was in
The fortress of Meropide.
fortress. Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place.
No kidding.
You'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than
Fair.
enough. I'm extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later.
Oh.
You should find Domenico first.
No kidding.
If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
Alright then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Okay. Okay, finally. That should... I should be able... Why? Roar! I just want to do the main quest. Why is that so difficult? Ah! What?
We once thought the fortress of Meropide would be super scary, but
Oh, did I accidentally trigger Risley's?
you've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons.
Ah!
I'm surprised that many people don't even want to leave. Oh, you mean Risley? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader.
That wasn't the one I selected, but okay.
He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him.
Hey.
I wonder how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a little harsher with the bad guys?
It probably has a different mask for every person.
He must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
Huh?
The heck?
Paimon could have sworn she just heard something.
Me too.
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
The heck?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure.
Oh dear.
Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here.
Oh, good grief.
Big box.
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, traveler.
What are you doing over there?
Why are you hiding in here anyway?
Pepper or papaya?
Pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Did someone strip you?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
No, it was nothing quite that serious. I just like...
I'm going to pet you whether you want me to or not, Pepper.
Your pet? But then, why can't you look for it yourself? Huh. Wait, Paimon!
Oh, good grief.
Something must have happened to you.
I just want to get to the main quest. Paimon, there's no need to spell it out.
So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder why you had to hide inside the box. You just
I'm going to pet you whether you want to or not.
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy.
Okay.
I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But
What
when
the
I
heck?
came to, it was gone. It's really important to me, so...
Okay. Right, okay. I don't want to do that. I want to... Oh my goodness. No! No, I don't want the hat. That one. We're... Okay, we're gonna go talk to Risley. Nope, we're not. Oh, yes we are.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
Nya nya. Nya nya nya. You sound so upset at me.
This isn't anything new. You had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through
Growly, growly, growl. Good.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico.
Calm down, child.
He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Okay.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag.
Yeah.
Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
Considering he got a letter out to somebody in
I'm
the...
concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh, did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened?
Hi, Sejuin. Or yourself. Calm down, child.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here.
He's very unhappy.
Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Risley.
I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you.
The way that he's just like, Risley.
Humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really...
Yeah. Like food,
were I
right?
still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Okay, then.
Please come with me to the infirmary.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Nope. This one. Yeah? No. Fine, this one then. Ah! Ouchies. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just accidentally tie it up with Risley's by activating his as well.
Did Neuvillette just walk by?
The
Now
heck?
that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
I'm guessing that doesn't that still happens even if you don't have him in your party. Yeet! Okay.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink?
One of your concoctions or something that's already
But thanks anyway.
available.
Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll
Okay.
have a lot to talk about.
Hopefully, it's from Risley's stash.
Concerned about everyone's health as always.
I'm just moving my leg. Calm down, child. The criminals we passed by
Noticed them
earlier.
too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Hmm.
Familiar?
Same.
Didn't realize they were wearing them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Paimon and
That's
I
not a
will
bad
go.
idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Hmm. Ah!
I place great trust in Risley, so I rarely visit the fortress of Meripede.
Huh.
However, exceptional circumstances call for exceptional measures. I hope I didn't cause him too much trouble.
He seemed rather entertained by the idea. Side earlier?
Anything you need?
Hmm.
Oh,
The badge you're
this?
wearing.
Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
Yeah, what is it?
We
I
have a
can't
very
see.
long history, going back as far as 400 years ago.
Oh?
We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we
Trying
want
to
is to
see
defend
what it
ourselves.
looks like, but
None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress. But people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Oh, for... That's a... Definitely a... It kind of looks like a hand gripped around something. I wonder. Or a circuit board. Do they all look the same? Oop. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they look like
the
the
Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer. Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
The badges they got in the memories. I can't remember exactly what they look like.
You two look kind of familiar.
The badge you're
It's the symbol
wearing.
of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president.
Oh.
From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace.
I was right.
I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though. The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
If it was him, the guy from the memories, whatever his name was, it's a little it's either he saw the error of his ways or something a little more sinister. That was smooth. I couldn't do that again if I tried.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
mutual aid network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace.
Well, I thought I was going to get to do the main of the story.
I personally crafted two of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh.
But that was 400 years ago.
Inspired by
Vautrin himself.
His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
Oh, that
All
was
right.
fast.
Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Okay. Yum. I love how it expects me to actually, you know, use elevators like a normal person. Where are the guards that are usually outside Risley's office? Okay. It's a little sus. I'm gonna have to change the title of this
Allow
again.
me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette?
No.
What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine?
Well...
Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
No, he's trying to figure out who actually is the puppet master.
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally
Rice was like,
investigating your case.
my dude,
I assume
you
your
might
previous
want
attempt
to...
to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
No.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial.
Okay.
I refuse to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
Okay. And how did this not come out in trial?
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
And ignorance is not always an excuse, by the
My initial
way.
target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right?
No, some of them
back,
see the error of their ways.
with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things. I recall that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Chiara and force her to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Why?
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
That was really a dumb thing to do.
So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melazines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes.
Hello.
I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
Originally 400 years.
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
And he's seen that.
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society.
No. Now,
But in the
not so
present,
much.
if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
As you saw at the
People standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette,
that place.
The Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law.
Whatever nonsense.
Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
That's what 400 years in the station will do for you.
No one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Tragedies like what happened with Carol won't happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments.
Aww.
From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest.
Yeah, you don't make it like...
You're no longer that outsider you were before.
Not to mention, anyone who hasn't figured out that you're not quite human is probably dumber than a rock.
I must say that
when you say things like human...
Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has
mentality,
been settled,
whatever you
I should
said.
get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
I was waiting for that.
The offer, but I know how this place works all too well.
Oh.
Some are here to redeem themselves. There will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me.
Yeah,
The
well...
less time I spend here, the better.
Any doofus who decides to attack you in Risley's office is worthy of the beatdown.
I still have two more things to say.
Please,
ensuing beatdown.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Oh?
I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mermonia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to...
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Fair enough.
That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
Jeez, talk about rumors flying.
Look familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Miracle and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress.
Knew it.
According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression.
So I guess
In other
he
words,
realized
how he
that...
presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
He didn't hate
During his
Neuvillette?
trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
An act?
Because letting someone
Neuvillette
get
and
off
Vautrin
on
had
a
close
justice
relationship as
kill
superior and subordinate.
would
Vautrin
not have
must have known that the Chief
helped
Justice would make an impartial judgment.
Neuvillette at all.
Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say.
He's so casual.
Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is.
Aww.
Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Please,
Oh, the grouchy fluff has calmed down a wee bit. Wow. Wait, what? Oh, hello.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Riley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me.
Oh.
I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret.
Aww.
But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too.
Oh?
What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I
Lost?
really think
Whoa!
is every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you.
We get a voiced line!
That's what makes you who you are today.
Aww. I'd definitely say that, yes, the lines between Neuvillette and humans have blurred
I
at
find
this
it
point.
difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment.
Goodness knows, I understand that.
Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself.
Ooh,
I will try
me.
to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Aww. Oh.
Huh? It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Oh.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Aww.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Aww. That's adorable.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
Oh. When did that happen?
The Fortress of Meropide. It's a good place for me.
Siege Wing. Aww. These are all memories.
So many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
Oh.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Aww. That's adorable.
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette. The rainy season's almost over.
Aww.
The sky is supposed to clear in a few days.
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
That's so stinking cute. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. That is an adorable cutscene. It's a very long cutscene, but an adorable one.
Is the matter resolved?
We believe so.
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
Aww.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermona.
Good question.
More than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger.
That's
I was
adorable.
worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette.
She's getting her interview one way or the other.
That's not how you celebrate.
We'll consider it.
Aww.
My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I shall be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
She's like, I just got the biggest exclusive of my life.
So much, Monsieur.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Now I can. Okay, seriously. Anyways, I'm gonna words. I'm gonna end this here. I know this is not what I originally was going to do, but spoilers, all the spoilers. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next week for Crisis Core. And in the meantime, Dishonored will be having an episode come out on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to have shorts going up on Facebook and YouTube, respectively. And again, like I said, next week we'll be doing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. Shush. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope at the very least the quality wasn't terrible. I know my internet is on a good day, so I'll see you guys next time. This has been Yuffie of Yuffie and Selby Productions, and we've been playing Genshin